soup is sent out.
Stop that sauce!
And to everyone's shock, the critic really likes it. And even though Skinner is still angry with Linguini, he seems to be in the minority here.
How can we claim to represent the
Man employed by the studio. But there's a consistent element throughout all these movies that isn't present in Ratatouille. In these movies, both characters talk and play off of each other. It's a fun format, but Ratatouille decides to make a somewhat risky change to the concept. What if one of them doesn't talk? Obviously, half-silent duos have existed plenty of times before this movie, but Pixar never gave it a try at this point. It would be so... I think now is as good time as any to talk about Brad Bird, and what really sets his Pixar movies apart from the rest of the pack. So, obviously, I think The Incredibles and Ratatouille are the two best Pixar movies, by a long shot. And as I've said numerous times before, it's because in here, it becomes clear that his sensibilities and desires never really coincided with theirs. What initially just seems like a cute, relatively pointless scene of Remy trying to get a meal to savor food and enjoy taste sensations is actually a soft way of breaking it to Remy that he'll always be different from his family, and that they'll never... And as a kid, I didn't realize she had pepper spray. I thought that was rat poison, and that she somehow knew that Linguini was about to reveal that there's a rat controlling him. I don't know why I was so stupid as a kid. Anyway though, this newfound romance presents its own problems. Now the conflict between Remy and Remy's about to steal the most important thing of his life.
No!
No, I wish. So, I think the next two scenes back to back really say something interesting about the pace and overall tone of this movie. But first, can I just which follows this more indie format for the first half of the movie, before transitioning quite masterfully into a more goal-based superhero finale. But the one Pixar movie that sticks to an indie formula all the way through, the one that isn't afraid to tell a more unconventional experience I could tell my grandchildren about. I need something more real. Many indie movies are just about life. It's not clear what the end goal is, if there's even any at all. It's just a matter of showing us a slice of life, and as a result, the events shown on screen don't have to follow a rigid system of progression like they shout. New storylines to tell, new struggles that continue to pop up over time. That's just how life is. Ratatouille is the only Pixar movie that just centers around characters living life. Encountering the chef. That's Ego. And finally, we have Anton Ego himself. He is absolutely furious with the idea that Gusteau's is popular again, despite the scathing review he gave it years ago. He's convinced that he is the utmost authority. So the pressure is on for both Linguini and Remy, and their ego-driven conflict reaches a boiling point. Remy, who's fed up beyond belief with Linguini, makes a hasty decision and invites his family to steal food, finally ready to be his own cook. Linguini is done pretending that he knows literally a single thing about fine dining and breathing. Together, they reveal the truth to everyone in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Remy got captured by Skinner. Honestly, this kind of feels like a waste of 5 minutes to me. Skinner already served his role in the story, but the movie keeps clinging to him, and I don't know why. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to bring this movie up as a positive example, but it's up to the standards of my modern work. There is still more artistry, thought, and care put into the product of hundreds of animators, actors, writers, and directors than a single 33-minute review made by one pretentious 20-something. But there are times when a critic truly risks something, and that is in the discovery and defense of the underappreciated. The world is on the same level of quality and expertise as this film in the 13 years since its release. And after a decade of mostly mediocrity, I feel like Pixar fans are craving something similar to Ratatouille. Something just as rich, mature, and inspiring. If you want proof, just read the comments section of the teaser trailer for Pixar's next film, Soul. This trailer sucks so many. Ratatouille is the cornerstone of how exceptional Pixar can be if they would only set their mind to it. It's an absolute masterpiece and an indication that mainstream media can have all the hallmarks of an art house feature without sacrificing mass appeal. It's truly miraculous that a movie can be this excellent for both families and film lovers. But ultimately, both Barry and Remy are shown kindness by one human. The phone is ringing. So, my dear editor, the thing is, I can't exactly cut this part out because,
this much power over these parts. Well, at least for me, since you let me put in anything Rock Dog related in your videos to spread the good message about this movie.
Anyway, we're still waiting.
Yep.
I would just start the recording over, but I was already 4 minutes in. True love's kiss was real all along. The world around Rumpelstiltskin crumbles, and we go back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. We're back at the party where Shrek is finally reunited with his family, having grown to appreciate the life he has and the people who really made everything work.